Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 19, 2025. Government will not be imposing any new taxes on the Jamaican people to fund its programs for the 2025-2026 fiscal year. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness made the declaration of no new taxes as he addressed a function in Hanover yesterday.
For the last decade, you have had a government that has not had to come to you to say, well, to give you the things you want, we have to increase your taxes. We will be presenting a budget this year with no net new taxes. And in fact, this budget will have no new taxes.
Last year, too, the then Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, announced that there would be no new taxes for the 7th consecutive year. Prime Minister Holness asserts that this and other indicators are incontrovertible evidence that the country's economy is being managed in a fiscally responsible way and is heading in the right direction.
Our credit ratings are at their highest levels ever. We are just 3 upgrades away from investment grade status. After 57 consecutive years of deficits, since 1966, we have achieved a balance of payment surplus on our current account for the past 2 fiscal years. Our net international reserves reached a record high of $5.6 billion at the close of 2024. That's the highest it has ever been, $5.6 billion. Which other direction do you want the country to go?
Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Favour Williams, will outline how the government plans to fund its $1.26 trillion budget when she opens the budget debate on March 11. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is declaring that no longer will the country tolerate an exclusive tourism landscape that creates 2 Jamaicas where citizens don't enjoy the same luxuries and basic necessities as visitors. Speaking at a function yesterday, Dr. Holness said his administration was laying the foundation for a future where tourism in Jamaica is more inclusive, sustainable, and innovative than ever before.
We build resorts which it would appear that when you step off the main road and into the resort, you're in a different world. That's not the kind of tourism that we want. The entire Jamaica should look like a resort. No, it's not 2 Jamaicas, it's 1 Jamaica. And we intend to build out 1 Jamaica infrastructure that is world-class for everyone.
This, he asserts, includes consideration for the workers who service the sector.
10 years ago and beyond, we would have been announcing the development of 950 rooms. And there would be no consideration for where the workers who are going to service these rooms would live. Now we have made it clear. If you're going to build hotels in Jamaica, you must make provision for the workers.
Addressing recent issues related to the status of workers, their compensation, and conditions of work, the Prime Minister says he instructed Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett to engage the hotel sector on these matters.
To say, let us take an enlightened approach, because the tourism product is not just the lovely buildings that are going to be built. The tourism product is even more so the people who will give that warm, welcoming smile to your guests to endear them to return over and over and over again. And in the budget, either myself or Minister Bartlett will make certain announcements that I'm sure the workers are going to be very happy to hear.
Prime Minister Holness was addressing yesterday's groundbreaking ceremony for the expansion of the Grand Palladium Hotel and Resorts in Hanover to add more than 948 new rooms. The development will create an estimated 1,500 direct jobs and 2,600 to 5,700 indirect job opportunities across related industries, including transportation, agriculture, and local services. The Palladium Group is also building 550 accommodations for workers. We will find you wherever you go, is the message Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is sending to criminals who believe they can commit crimes in one area of the island and find refuge in another. While speaking at an event in St. Anne last Friday, the Prime Minister made the point that the Jamaica Constabulary Force of today was far more equipped to keep track of and root out criminal elements.
The JCF today is far more equipped and it's a different JCF. So the criminals may believe that if they live in, let's say, St. Catherine, or let's say they're coming from, St. James, that we don't know them, and that the police in St. Catherine don't talk to the police in St. Anne and the police in St. James don't talk to them. In fact, those days are gone.
Far gone.
Far gone. It's one database of criminals.
One database.
And we will find you wherever you go.
Head of the St. Anne Police, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, echoed the Prime Minister's comments and gave his own warning that criminals should not expect the parish to be a safe haven for them.
Because the police in St. Anne, we are resilient. We know exactly what we need to do. We know the parish. We know the people that we serve. What we promise to do here in St. Anne is to ensure that St. Anne will be very, very safe for this year and for many years to come.
Yes.
Because we will continue to put in the programs. We'll continue to work with all the agencies of the state, plus our community-based agencies.
$700 million has been set aside in the 2025-2026 estimates of expenditure for construction to begin on the JCF's St. Catherine North Police Divisional Headquarters in the new fiscal year. The project, which aims to increase the capacity and comfort of police officers assigned to the division, is being financed by the government. A $2.2 billion contract was signed with West Indies Home Contractors Limited, WICON, on July 23 last year to carry out the construction. Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake remarked then that the project supported the transformation and renewal of the JCF.
This new headquarters in the St. Catherine North Division is more than just a construction project. It is a tangible step in the ongoing transformation and modernization of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We all recognize that a transformed and modern JCF is essential in tackling the challenges associated with ensuring public safety and citizen security.
The modern fit-for-purpose three-story building for the St. Catherine North Police is to span approximately 43,000 square feet. This year's budgetary allocation is expected to bring the project to 30% completion. It's being executed under the Ministry of National Security's Project Rebuild, Overhaul and Construct ROC initiative. Meanwhile, construction of the new police divisional headquarters in Westmoreland is also to continue. As outlined in the 2025-2026 estimates of expenditure, the government has budgeted approximately $1 billion to carry out works on the facility, which is located in Landilo, Savannah, Lamar. Ground was broken for the facility in April 2024, and the project is anticipated to reach 50% during the new fiscal year, with completion set for March 2027. It's being financed by the government and implemented by the Ministry of National Security. The three-story building, spanning nearly 65,000 square feet, is designed to accommodate specialized units and coordinate operations across the 11 police stations in Westmoreland. The new headquarters will further integrate state-of-the-art security technologies in alignment with e-policing initiatives. It is also expected to facilitate improved response times and interactions with citizens, as well as enhance police presence in the division to promote public order. And finally, come April, the judiciary is to introduce digital recording of criminal proceedings in the country's trial courts. Chief Justice Brian Sykes says this will lead to transcripts from court trials being produced in less time, improving efficiency and the timely delivery of judgments.
Our two main trial courts are the Supreme Court and what we now call the parish courts. The record coming from those courts, particularly the parish courts, are handwritten, where the judge writes longhand all the testimony of the witnesses, and then in the event of a conviction and the defendant wishes to appeal, then those notes would have to be typed, then checked, and then transmitted to the Court of Appeal. That, as you can imagine, is a laborious process.
He says the judiciary is currently working with international partners to outfit and prepare courtrooms over time to facilitate the digital recordings. The Chief Justice adds that appropriate measures will be put in place to ensure the security and integrity of court recordings.
We will have an on-site and off-site recording, so you have what is on-site there, and then you have a backup somewhere else that you can access in the event that it becomes necessary.
The recruitment and the training of officers who will operate and interface with the new technology is underway and is expected to conclude before the new system comes on stream with the Easter term. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.